There's Scout the Magic Beagle, and this is Jupiter Overland. Okay, I'm going to give you a quick rundown on the electrical system for my Overland vehicle, Jupiter, which is a 2011 Suburban. All right, so this is my 2000 watt inverter. The readings that you're seeing there, 14.4, is the voltage of my house battery. I have two batteries on the vehicle. One is the start battery, and it's powered by the alternator. There's also the house battery, which is powered by the same alternator when I'm driving, when the car is running. So the house battery, the charging kit, which I believe came with the wires, the wiring and the relay and the connectors, and then the inverter is the system that we put in. And I'm going to show you one more thing, well, a couple more things. So this is the DC port that we also put in. That is not run through the inverter. That is wired directly to the battery, the house battery. And this is my refrigerator that I have set up here. It's so tight in here, it's hard to see. That's my refrigerator. What I was trying to do that inspired this video was make a cup of tea. So I bought this tea kettle, which is 1500 watts, it says. And I thought, oh, 2000 watts plus 1500 watts, this should run just fine, you know, but no, because obviously the inverter pulls some power when it's you know, running. And this is all new to me, but this is, I think I got a good grasp of it. So the kettle pulls 1500 watts to boil water, because it boils it very fast. It's a really hot heating element. That's my assumption as to why it pulls so much. So these two numbers that you're seeing, 14.5, that is the voltage available on the battery. I believe that's what I said earlier. The 0.0, whatever that is, that's the kilowattage that is pulled when an item is plugged in. Now, as you can see, there's a USB plug, and then there's also regular AC outlets. Now, when I plugged in not the Instant Pot, the kettle, it pulled 12.4 kilowatts, which is 1240 watts. Boom, just like that. And of course that shut off the inverter. It was too much of a draw, and that was just way overwhelming for the battery. So then I went ahead and plugged in the Instant Pot. Now the Instant Pot can go up to 700 watts, but just to boil water on the saute setting there, it only pulled 0.54 kilowatts, which is 540 watts to boil water for a cup of tea. So I'm taking the kettle back because obviously that's not going to work for me. That's not going to be of any help. But the Instant Pot has turned out to be a miracle for this Overland vehicle. I can fry foods, I can saute foods, I can cook rice, soups. I cooked a roast in there. I've cooked a whole chicken in there. Now this is the very small, I think it's called a 3-quart Instant Pot. It's a little tiny one. And I've never had it send an error to the inverter when I'm using it. Now I'm going to show you one more thing. I'm going to stop the video for a second and show you something. Okay, now I have turned off the engine to the car, and the battery voltage is 12.9. So even though it was reading 14.4 voltage, that's only what's available when the vehicle's running. That's because I have not driven the car in 3 days. So I will turn the engine on for an hour or so to charge the house battery as well as the car battery so that I can keep everything running. But when I'm not driving it for hours at a time, the house battery doesn't really get a good charge. So if I really want to cook something for very long, I will always have to turn on the car to keep that voltage high enough to run something, except the Instant Pot seems to run just fine. If the voltage goes below 12 volts, the refrigerator shuts off. So it's a complicated system, and it's taken me a lot of miles and a lot of days to figure it out, but I think I've got a good grasp on it. So when I wake up in the morning, the first thing I check is the refrigerator on. And if it is not, I usually will turn the car on for an hour or so, cook some food. Now, I charge all of my electronics out of the car battery because they have a really small draw, and all I'm really charging is my phone and my tablet, my laptop. My laptop, I can't actually, not my laptop, but my phone, my tablet, little things like that. So, and I prefer to charge those when the vehicle's running as well. So that's my story. I know that's complicated, but if a chick like me can figure it out, then pretty much anyone can. So my big suggestion is get yourself a 2000 watt inverter and get yourself the Aplicool refrigerator that works, that draws very, very little electricity. Get yourself an Instant Pot and have someone install it who knows what they're doing with the charging kit, because that was complicated as well. And also hardwiring the DC port straight to the house battery is important. So that's everything. I hope I have cleared some stuff up, and I hope that's helpful for you. If you have any questions about a charging system for your Overland vehicle, I highly suggest you go to boondoctor.com. John Lehman is the guy that helped set up my electrical system, and I'm telling you, that guy knows his stuff. I don't have to have solar, and I don't have to have some kind of outside electrical source to run everything. So I can actually boondock 100% with my vehicle the way it is, which is pretty cool. Saves me a lot of money in the long run, even on the gas that I burn running the car. Thanks for joining me here on Jupiter Overland, and be sure to subscribe so you can learn more about my Overland vehicle. Right on. Bye-bye.